Hi everyone, my name is Virtuous-Fanny. Some might know me as the opinion of V. That's a part of what I do. I talk about tech and finance, but this is an entirely different thing. This is just the Virtuous-Fanny. Very popular opinion is that no matter the level of your experience would be needed to those that are upcoming. That means that if you have 1 year of experience, your 1 year experience is needful to someone that has 6 months of experience. This year will make it 6 years of me working in corporate, and I have decided to open this channel to help people that have 5 years experience, 4, 3, 2, and 0 experience. I strongly believe that my years of experience would be needful and helpful to upcoming people and even those that might be ahead of me. Just anybody, I'm sure people would find it helpful. Hence this channel. This channel basically is to help you navigate through the corporate world, even as I also experience many more years in corporate world. 2 years ago, I wrote a book and it was titled 20 Lessons I Learned Working in a Startup. My very first job was at a fintech startup in Nigeria, and that was very important. It was what I needed at that time. I was just coming out of school, pre-NYSC. I wasn't sure what to expect. All I needed was money, really. I tried to get internship in what I studied. I studied building technology and education. I tried to get work on sites and all, and I did not get a site within the area I wanted. I did not want to work on the island. So I was looking for project sites on the mainland in Lagos, and I did not find. I decided to, get a job. I wasn't looking for any job, but I was quite open, right? I needed money at that point of my life. I was coming out of school and I was going to get some things done and I needed money and I didn't want to be too dependent. So I knew the kind of jobs I did not want. So I was very clear on that. And that's like one of the first things I want you to pick. When you want to work at a place, when you want to do something, you might not know what you want, but you must know what you don't want. Again, I repeat, you might not be sure on what you want, but you must know what you don't want. You might be open to, I can do this, I can do that. That's fine, really. You get things clearly as they go. But you must know that this job, I cannot do it. This one, I cannot do it. So you might not be sure of what you want. Again, I repeat, not sound like a broken record. I'm sorry, but you need to hear it again. You might not be sure of what you want, but you must know what you don't want to do. So I got a job at the fintech company in Lagos, Nigeria, and I started with the company. At the time, the company was, I think, about 6 months, thereabout, 6 months plus, and they were a team of 3, including the founder, and myself and my friend Gumsola joined the company, and we were a team of 4, excluding the CEO. And I worked with the company for 3 years, and I watched the company grow, and really grow. So for me, it was me working my first job. It was a fintech startup. So I went through all of those phases and I grew from being an intern to leading a team and even being a part of management by the end of 3 years when I was leaving. And at the end of 3 years, I wrote a book, and it was really 20 lessons I learned, working in a startup. And that is how we're going to start this channel. I'm going to be making 20 different videos, one video each explaining each of the lessons that I learned. I wrote it in a book, and the book is actually for 1,500, and you should actually get it because I mean books and videos have their different peculiarities. I'm going to be creating videos on it, but you can already get the book. I mean, it's just 1,005. I'll put a link in the description and you can actually read it. Many people have read the book and they can relate to the story. You can already get the book, start reading. And when I make the videos, I mean, the videos are going to be more experiential in the sense that I'm going to be making more stories about my experiences, but you can get the book so that when you're watching the videos, you'll have more context to it. So I worked as a customer experience intern, and I worked for 3 years, and I transitioned to tech at the end of 3 years. By the time I was leaving, I was already handling investments. I was already on the saving side of things. I could do everything loan. I could check bank statements. I could do credit analysis. And I actually grew, and I'm grateful for that experience. But 3 years after, I got tired of all of those things, and it was time to transition into tech. And I was blessed enough, not lucky, I was blessed enough to get on the Women Texas Fellowship by Tech for Dev, sponsored by Microsoft. And that was actually a very transitioning point of my life. I would say it again and again and again that I personally owe Tech for Dev and all of their sponsors. I owe them a lot regarding my transition into tech. I tried to transition into tech at different times, but Tech for Dev made it easier for me. The Women Texas Fellowship is a very smooth one. And I've also had people join the fellowship after I did, and it's actually been a great experience. So thank you once again, Tech for Dev. All right, so I did a 1 year fellowship with Tech for Dev, and I transitioned into tech, and I did cybersecurity. While I finished my fellowship at Tech for Dev, I got a job as a technical recruiter, and I picked up the job. That was the time I was supposed to transition, or I was supposed to do my internship with a job that Tech for Dev had given me. The job at the time was not what I wanted. It had to involve me going to the island, and I don't want to go to the island, to be very honest, right? So I had to go physically to the island every day, and I did not want it. So I kept pushing for internships that were virtual, or internships that were just on the mainland. I mean, anywhere on the mainland, but not anything that will make me cross the third mainland bridge. They tried to put me on it because I was a good student. I graduated with good grades, and yeah, so they tried to put me on internship. But after a while, I mean, getting internship is not really as easy as it is. But I would say that they actually really tried their best. But blessed enough for me again, I got an opportunity in an international firm to work as a technical recruiter, and that looked like a good option for me. And that was how I also started doing technical recruiting. So that means that I currently have experience with customer experience, I have experience with cybersecurity, and I have experience with technical recruiting and talent management. This year will make it 3 years of working at my current job as a technical recruiter, as a technical talent recruiter, really. And it's been amazing, to be honest. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's been 3 years already. But while doing that, I have also freelanced as a cybersecurity tech advisor. I've taken classes on girls that want to transition into tech. I have trained people of tech entry advice for different people over the space of 2, 3 years, really. And that's why I decided that, oh, why not have a platform where all of those advice can come public and free, and people can, have access to those many lessons I have learned, my experiences, just dump them here. And maybe someday, somehow, someone's going to find this channel, sit on it, and that might just be all that they need to, break forth and break through in their career. So that is it, guys. This is me going to share everything I have learned, and I want you to tag someone on this video and make them watch it. My target audience, those I am actually looking at, are those that are just rounding up their university education, or rounding up their NYSC program, or just at their first year of their job experience, or those that want to transition into tech but they are not sure how to do it. I give free advice. If you sit with me, I'll tell you, oh, this is it, that is it. If it's something beyond me, I also have mentors that I refer people to and all of those things. So this is that channel. Like I'll say again that my target audience really are for university, undergraduates, rounding up with school, or while in school you want to transition into tech, or you're at your first year job, all the frustrations that come with working at the startup and all of those things. We're going to talk about it. This is a safe haven for people that want to talk about their work life, everything that they do. So please, guys, tell someone to tell someone to tell someone that this is a channel to come to learn about corporate. And it's not just me talking to you, it's me talking to you, and talking about what you also think about the videos and the topics we'll be talking about in the comment section. Till then, I remain your, what do we call ourselves now? Till then, remember that I am always rooting for you. I'll see you on the next video. Please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe. I'll see you guys. Bye.